Hello, namaste, bonjour book lovers. First of all, a happy Teachers' Day to all the teachers out there as well as parents alike because you are our first gurus in life. So, on this occasion of Teachers' Day, today I'm here with a beautiful session with four of the teachers who teach me right now. So, yeah, let us dive into that video. Basically, this session is just a small discussion where I just want to know a few things from the teacher's perspective, completely only from the teacher's side, as we already know like how it's from the children's side or the parents' side. So now I want to know from a different angle completely, that is from the teacher's side. So basically, I just want to start off by asking that, like, nowadays we see that hybrid classes are taking on, that is both online classes as well as physical classes together. So during this time, what are the obstacles that you teachers are facing, and what measures are you taking to overcome all of these?
This technology made so many changes in so many fields. So we say even education field is also a lot. We can see so many changes from last 1.5 year, 2 years. In one way, it has given a chance to meet our kids, that is students, whether we are at home, we are able to talk to them, we are able to see them, we are able to share our knowledge with them. So learning is not stopped. They need not come to school. They need not be in front of the teacher, but through online, through various kinds of apps or different kinds of tools, we are able to reach our children even though they are at home. So learning is not stopped. That is the best thing which happened using technology. But this will not fulfill the completeness of learning process. That is lacking. So it is a kind of a support. It is a kind of substitute, substitution. So the technology has given a substitution for education, but it is not exactly fulfilling the goals which will happen directly with the children. Children are missing a lot, and especially those who are studying 9th and 10th classes. I feel it's very pity for them because their life is not ended correctly in school. So they remember for their lifetime again. This corona time, pandemic time. Okay? So this is what I feel. It is just a substitute for the physical classes, but not fulfilling the 100% what exactly a school physically gives to the children.
Yes, sir, that was very thoughtful of you.
So even I would like to add on what Rambabu sir has just told. It is truly, it's no point of disagreeing. Of course, as sir said rightly, that there are a lot of things like social interaction and classroom discussions. You know very well as a student how many things that we do in the as a part of learning in the classroom. There are certain things that we have been doing regularly when it was on campus. Things like project-based learning, things like group discussions, general book reading, debates. A lot of things are missing. So there's a huge gap from the past 2 years. Hopefully, we are let's pray together. Let's come over the situation, and then I feel definitely we all together, as we have been working so hard as teachers, what we can do. Of course, we have received an ample support from the parents, from the students, and students possibly, perhaps a lot of students have got accustomed to the online classes.
Our commitment, real commitment, comes out when we face these kind of obstacles only. Because see, we never feel like these as an obstacles first of all, because here we, as a teacher, we always think about like what kind of justification can be done to our children. Because as this pandemic is coming and it is seriously hitting their life. As Principal Sir said, like last 2 years batch, definitely that might be the way where they thought to end their schooling life. Okay, when compared to the earlier batches. Okay, so under such circumstances, despite of these many hurdles, we as a teachers, we are trying our level best to give the best to the students, so that may it be through online or may it be through offline, we are trying to make the possible things so that they are not missing their school life. So at that particular point of time, yes, as you said, many obstacles comes to our path, but definitely, as you say, like there is saying, where there is a will, there will be a way. And when there is a right will, definitely we can find a right way, as we are doing since 2 years onwards. But as Firoz sir shared the views now, hopefully if this pandemic can come as quickly as come to an end, definitely we can see all the people at one place, like physically, and things can go in a much better way.
Acquainting with this technology now, suddenly in the last 2 years, suddenly we got to see that learning through technology. So how has that been? Has that been a learning, or else was it a difficult time having that interactions through technology?
90%. I mean, to be honest, at the beginning when it was suddenly school was shut. Suddenly, it was told to us that we had to, take the online classes. It was a really a big challenge for us as teachers. To some extent, we have been doing it all the way. That was not the thing. But suddenly shifting to online teaching, something which was new to us. And on top of that, most of 90% of the teachers have not been, completely exposed to the technology. So, as I said, it's just only we have used it to some extent, and gradually, we learned how to use Google Meet. We learned how to use Classroom, right? So every day there has been a learning.
As a social teacher, you ask me a number of concepts now, whatever I know, I'll tell you easily. Now, at the initial stages, if you ask me about Google Meet, Classroom, Excel sheets, entering, we don't know anything about it. And personally, in person, we know like how many of us like have approached Kasim sir regarding clarifying these doubts, how many calls we might have made even at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock also. So at that time, you see, we have never called like this and all. When it comes to children, as we want to do some or the other justification, so we have approached sir, and even he also responded in the same manner, clarifying very patiently all the doubts of all the teachers many a number of times, because I know that personally. As I know it, I'm saying it to you. So we have clarified at the end, each and every teacher, even surprisingly, language teachers, because we are not software professionals, first of all. From the beginning onwards, where we are mastered in these skills. We are all teachers, we teach subjects, but still, as we want to give something to the children, as we don't want them to miss any part of their school life, whatever the technology is available to us, despite of many number of hurdles, we are overcoming each and everything. As sir shared just now, after 2 years, if you see, we have excelled even in that field also, where we were able to give out our level best to each and every child as a teacher. That would be a better satisfaction as a teacher for us, because see, when everything is available, we are giving our best. But nothing is available, even then we are finding our level best to give best to the children. There lies the better satisfaction as a teacher for us.
Beautiful, sir. Thank you so much for working hard. Really, we want these online classes. Like when I talk with my friends, mostly they're like online classes are better, because they feel like as soon as they wake up, they directly come and attend the class. And like if it is in physical school, they have to get up, they have to get ready, they have to board the bus and then come to school. So do you think it is making not only students, teachers are getting to learn something or the other each and every day? So what is that one opinion that should be voiced out right now, which not the media, not people are recognizing with regards to teachers?
whatever we are looking into the situations, yes, many fields have lost their employment, but even the education which is a learning process should continue whatever the situation may be. But because of that, there are many teachers who lost their job, and they are not in a position to do any other job. There were many, not if not 100%, at least 80 to 90%, I think so, their life, they have decided to dedicate their life for teaching, and they have come into the field. So from last 2 years, many teachers, maybe they are thinking now, why did we come to this education field? There is a quotation saying, a profession which makes all other professions is teaching. But now, to become a teacher, to become a lecturer, people are afraid of it. Again, some situation will come. Again, we will be out of the employment. So this is very sad thing which happened to the teaching community during this pandemic time. But still, the learning process is on. But that teacher is being missed by many students.
But no one will say that I want to become a teacher.
So I think that is more important rather than, so recognition. Yes, of course, the school has been giving us as long as we've been with Slate. I'm proud to say that working for Slate is absolutely a comfort, and they think about the well-being of the students, teachers, and as well as the parents. So for me, even if I had to put a word, one thing to you, as I have been dealing with class 10 and class 9, last year also I've been dealing. So I've observed a few of teenagers, especially class 10. A few of them have, they don't switch on the videos. Or they sometimes they don't switch on it. For me, yeah, I do agree. There's some kind of, teenagers, most of them, they feel shy. They wanted to remake themselves. Yeah. So in my class, especially, I give them a choice. It's not because I appreciate talking to a black tunnel. It's not at all like that. It's just to, I understand. As long as they reply to me, maybe in a chat box, maybe in switching on the microphone and talking to us, giving us the answers. It's just, a long way to go. So we do understand as from the teacher's point of view.
And added to one point to what Firoz said rightly. So here, we don't know much about other schools, because I've been working since more than a decade. So in our school, teachers need not to work separately for recognition. You work, rest will follow, everything. Maybe recognition, appraisal, or anything. Okay, so we need not to have someone's recognition in separately for us. Here, may it be a parent or may it be a child. So we always think that whatever we are doing, it's only for their justification. That they need to understand, and they need to react in the same manner.
I would like to add one point.
Yes, sir.
See, a teacher will be more happier, most satisfied person only when his or her students reaches their goals. How much a teacher feels satisfied or teacher feels happy, nobody can measure it, nobody can recognize it. So that is a teacher's role. Okay, so I salute to all the teachers, all the great teachers. Okay, a mother is a teacher, a father is a teacher. Okay, I salute all the teachers. They're doing a great job to build a society and giving the best gift to the society. So
yes, sir. Thank you so much. So with this comes the end of the first round. I've divided this whole session into 3 rounds. The first round being this, where we talk, generally discuss. In the second round here, I will ask each one of you some particular questions that I've been wanting to ask since a very long time. So to start with, Sir Rambabu sir, as a principal, coordinating everything about our heads program, the program that we took up for this online classes. So coordinating everything about heads program, taking small sessions to see whether if all the children are attending each and every class properly or not, and seeing that teachers are not having that much burden, like even students are also not having too much of burden with these online classes. And also the like we did not even expect some changes in the mode of teaching, like the government orders were coming impromptu and you had to follow them. So like how challenging was it for you to adapt to all of these changes?
See, basically, always at Slate, we plan any kind of difficulty, but we expect something. Okay, this is going to be the phase, so we plan well in advance. And moreover, it is a new kind of what you will say teaching. So obviously, it is quite difficult to adapt to the change. It's not only me adapting to the system, me adapting to the change is not the problem here. The whole team, me means my team, should means teachers, all the teachers should adopt that system. So we planned it in advance and explained all the teachers, these are the areas we need to work on, and we conducted few workshops kind of in motivating teachers to learn the technical issues. Obviously network issues will be there, technical, downloading apps, how to take up a class. So all these things were trained in advance to the teachers, and they were monitored even when the classes were going on, between the parents, students and teachers. So everybody's efforts are appreciated, and it's a big success, I feel.
It is indeed a successful project or a program, sir. Like the way you teachers put in all your efforts to give a nice future for us, to build a nice future for us, is indeed laudable. Like we don't know like how to really appreciate you. So like Kasim sir, next you, like you act as a bridge between the parents and the school. So in the initial days, convincing parents for the online classes, and then now later on for the physical classes, how difficult has it been for you?
If the teachers are good at their subject knowledge, they are very shyful in facing the children. They will feel shy facing the cameras and that all. This all came. Amana sir has planned well in that one. This is how this should be gone. Everyone works harder in that one. So he has been keeping on sending, the Amana sir has been keeping on sending the voice messages to the parents that one, this is what we are going to do for them. So we'll be sending them the videos, we'll be sending them the online classes. Initially, if you know that initially we had 2 online classes for them, virtual classes we used to have, and videos we used to send them, so that children will observe the videos. We planned meticulously, everything is planned meticulously, and with the support of our principal sir, correspondent sir, and all the teachers, we have been successful through this one, and it is a big success for us the first year, and this time also it is a very big success for us. And while coming back to the physical classes, initially it will be very difficult for the teacher's point of view, because they have to take online classes as well as the offline classes. Because when coming back to the physical classes, they will be going to the classes and they will be teaching. They will be occupied with the 4 to 5 sections they will be occupying. Again, coming back to the online classes, again, even one child also they have to take online class. Physically, if he is appearing for one child also, they have to take the class. But with the support of the teachers and everything and the parents, that one, whenever if you see the strength, gradually it is been increasing. First day the strength was very less. Slowly, gradually the strength has been increasing, that one. This is how the support of the parents and the teachers help us in guiding the students into the right path.
Marvelous, sir. So now, Feroz sir, since students, like especially in our class pupils, they say that your teaching is fun. So what are the various teaching methodologies that you implement to make the learning interesting and fun? Can we know the secret behind this?
There's no big secret about it. What I just follow it. To be honest, what I believe is that the students learn in a positive atmosphere, and when you create a learning environment, when they feel welcomed, supported, encouraged, when you care for them, when you create a safe atmosphere, comfortable atmosphere with each other, this makes my learners actually realize their potentialities, their capabilities. My, the basic role of a teacher, it's for not just me and for every teacher. The role is to unlock the potentialities of each child. So what I believe is when I provide the positive atmosphere, when I create a fun atmosphere in the classroom, when I be friendly with the children, obviously there's a lot of things that children open up. They talk to me, they ask me the doubts, they get clarified. So this is one thing that which I follow. This is my teaching philosophy. And the other thing is I also believe when I share some kind of stories, could be motivation, could be fun. There's a lot of through stories. There's a lot of things that I can pump in the life skills. So this is what I do it. That's what I do it. Not much more, much more than this.
Thank you, sir. But really, that environment that you create, or any other teacher present here, like what they create, comforts us a lot, that it gives us a freedom of expression in the class. Yes, so Raghu sir, social is a subject which takes all of us to a dream world or an imaginary land. And your teaching, for sure, it is completely a different world, like how you teach social or history or geography. So do you think technology is helping us, like through that virtual world? Are we able to transport ourselves into some different world, like where our imagination is of less use? Like you can show us directly the videos, or you can take us into some virtual world where you can explain about this is how the earth looks like, or this is the history, this is how the humankind evolved, or everything. So what is the best way, do you think, that a person can remember historical dates and events in particular? Because especially in my case, I really forget on, like, this is when this person has attacked India, or like these dates or events. So what is your magical trick to all of this?
See, like when it comes to a subject, if you're learning it as a subject, or if you're trying to remember those dates and all, definitely, it takes years together to remember all those things. Instead, remember the whole incident as a story. Because from the childhood onwards, from our childhood, we might be listening many a number of stories, like from our parents or grandparents or from elders. Now, how are we able to remember that? Even in maybe history or geography, coming back to history, as you said, like you see, we are discussing about an incident. So you remember that incident, what happened totally, and you try to inculcate that story into your mind. So that automatically the dates, it will be in your mind forever. It's not till the end of that class, but it will be forever. Now coming back to the other position, like where you said imaginary world, like where we are thinking about, like when we see like how Earth looks like, or else how our future generation would be. So that's our intention as a teacher, first thing, because teaching social, the main intention is we learn something from the past so that we can prepare ourselves for a better future. Maybe when you are learning about our freedom struggle, or maybe when you are learning about our leaders, or maybe about, like in geography, you're learning about some other or this other subject like climatic conditions or any other thing. So the main important component over here is to understand the things and to accommodate yourself and to get stronger and to prepare yourself to face any of the challenges that might come in your future life, so that you can prepare yourself as a strong and good leader. And imagining yourself, as we said, a virtual world and technology, are we able to update in this sense? Yes. When we are having a very big goals, automatically what happens, the transformation in terms of our thoughts will change. Our aims, our goals, also everything will change. Then only to create wonders, the thought for creating wonders will begin at this age onwards.
Really enjoy your class, like you really tell it as if it is a story that is happening right in front of our eyes. So with here comes the end of the second round as well. Now the third round, here let us have some small entertainment kind of thing, where in the first game that I'm gonna be introducing, there I'll be giving 2 clues about a person, and you all know that person very well. So you have to guess who that person is. Like that, I have 3 persons right over here. First person, his name is a synonym of Lord Shiva, as well as it is a very famous and religious place. And the second clue, sir, you got it.
Amarnath, sir.
Okay then the next person, her name means the one who is never defeated. She is much in demand during our school programs.
Archana. Archana.
No. She is from
Can
our
you repeat
school,
the
our
question once
campus.
again? Repeat once again.
Her name means one who is never defeated. She is much in demand during our school programs.
Sharda, madam.
No. Especially during that moves. She is well acquainted in social media as well as behind the camera. We can see her moves.
Archana, this is Aparanjita, madam.
Yes, sir. Aparanjita ma'am.
Okay.
Next one. I think you already said her name, but her name depicts devotion. Her devoted skills can be seen at any of the grand functions of state.
Sharda, madam.
Archana.
Archana ma'am.
Archana.
So sir, now I'll play a small tune, like just a small bit of tune, and you have to guess the song. Able to hear it, sir?
Palakabadi.
Palakavadi.
Palakabadi song.
Yes, sir.
Slate
Next.
song.
Slate anthem.
Yes, true. The next one.
We are the sounds of the streets.
This is that one.
Mukabala.
Mukabala.
Mukabala
Yes.
song.
You all are playing it well.
Mm-hmm.
Vivaha Bhojanam, Maya Bazar.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, sir, I'm done with it. Today's session, it was really valuable. Like, I got to know a lot from all of you, like from the teacher's perspective especially, like how hard it has been for you and how every day has been a new learning for each and every one of you. Your struggle to, achieve something for us, like how we can, like you have worked so hard to lay that foundation for us so that we become the better people in the future. So thank you so much for being a part of this session and giving some of your valuable time.
Thank you, Harshika.
Thank you,
Once again,
Harshika.
Thank you, dear.
As
Yes,
Rambabu sir
Thank you,
has-
Harshika. God bless you.
Thank you,
As
sir.
Rambabu sir has told before that one, the proud of a teacher feels when a child is in a success. We are very happy that we are your
We are
teacher.
proud of you.
We are your teacher.
As
Thank
sir
you
said,
so
no, we are all
much.
proud of you today.
Thank you
bless you,
so
dear.
much,
God
sir.
bless
I'm
you.
God
honored.
bless you.
Thank
Thank
you,
Thank you
sir.
so much, Harshika, for calling me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
So that was a brilliant session I had with all of my teachers. I really liked how each one of them expressed their own opinion from the teacher's perspective. And the curious self in me is kind of happy right now because I got to learn a lot today. And I hope you all also got to learn something from their stories today. So, yeah, remember one thing, wherever you reach in your life or wherever you are right now, it is all because of the foundation that is laid by our teachers as well as parents. So, never ever forget them and respect them each and every time. So, yeah, salute to all the superheroes and all that super ladies who work hard for us and for our well being. So, yeah, until next time, thank you. Signing off, Sri Harshika G. Happy Bookera.